Hello everybody, and welcome to the Season 2 finale episode of Dinosaur Island. Our episode starts here on the plains, where we see Mark and his mate Salty, the Saltosauruses, grazing. Life has been fairly peaceful for these guys. The attack from the Spinosaurus has been long ago, and they have healed tremendously well. Basically, they're really not doing that much. But, you know what? Life is good for these gentle giants. Here, we see the Styracosaurus herd also grazing in a slightly different place from the Saltosaurus. The little baby Spike has been growing up very quickly, and she is quite rambunctious. To be honest, her parents are getting a little bit annoyed, but not as annoyed as they are being with Strack. Being a teenager, apparently, is harder on parents, or raising a teenager is harder on dinosaur parents than we ever would have thought. Like humans, Strack is incredibly hormonal during his teenage state, and therefore there are many mood swings, and just overall he's more aggressive. But you know what? They're still a herd, they're still together. Well, they've basically cleaned this whole patch of grass here clear, so it's time for them to move to a new feeding patch. The Iguanodon are also grazing nearby. Being the beta male is still kind of hard on Ian, but Don has been the leader of their herd for many, many months now, almost a year in fact, and so Ian is starting to get used to it and is coping with the change. The Styracosaurs are now feeding pretty close to the Iguanodons. So, the Saltosaurs, the Iguanodons, and the Styracosaurs are all happy. All the herbivores on this side of the island are completely content. But what's going on with the predators today? Nearby, we see Jasper the Deinosuchus basking at a riverbank. His pond has actually been taken over by a Kronosaurus. He was able to fight off that Tylosaurus in episode 10, but the Kronosaurus was just too much for him. So he's had to move to this river. But that's okay. This may be a thin spot, but most of the river is thicker than this. A little bit up the hill where the river is, swoops down a familiar face. Mike, the Microraptor, who is now drinking at the stream. But before he can finish drinking, a Pteranodon attacks. Mike soon notices that the Pteranodon has a fish in its mouth. Now he's hungry, and Mike fights the Pteranodon for that fish. The Pteranodon has taken the fish and is now flying off with it. But Mike can fly too. Mike has won the battle, or at least he thinks he has. But only a few hundred meters away, is the mother of that juvenile pteranodon. She has captured Mike. But then, as so many characters have on this show, Mike makes a winning move. Mike bit the ankle of the mother pteranodon, escaping just in time. A little ways away, we see Sunny the male oviraptor feeding off a dead Plateosaurus. Don't know if you can see it, but the carcass is still steaming. Yeah, I don't think the camera's going to be able to pick that up. Lots of guts and blood. Yeah, Sunny, I don't know why I want to call him Ovi all the time. Anyway, Sunny has had to resort to a lot of scavenging lately ever since Razor, the Utah Raptor, killed the 3 Velociraptors. See, Sunny could fight off Velociraptors easy, but a Utah Raptor is just too much for him to handle. Unfortunately for Sunny, Razor himself also wants some meat. The two predators face off. They sniff each other, sizing one another up for battle. Sunny is putting on a pretty good show of being tough, but inside, he is shaking with fear. Well, actually, he's shaking outside, too. Sunny flees the scene, leaving Razor with all of the meat to himself. Of course, you've probably all been wondering where Silas is. He is kind of the main character of Season 2 anyway. Well, here he is with the Deltadromeus, taking a nap. There's Dongy, and there's Delta, both sound asleep. But Silas, he just can't fall asleep. He's restless, and he knows why. It is mating season for Dilophosaurus. He is meant to be with his own kind this time of year. He is meant to find a female to settle down and have a dinosaur family with. He is not meant to be with Deltadromiuses anymore. It is now time for him to strike out on his own. It is time for him to go start his own new life. He gives a farewell to this side of the island. But now, he is gone. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching Season 2 of Dinosaur Island. And you know what? Thanks for Season 1, too. I'm so thankful that people watch my videos and like them. So just thank you to all my fans. To all the fans of Dinosaur Island.